Curiosity is one of the most powerful forces in human life, yet it is often overlooked in our busy routines. It is the spark that drives exploration, fuels creativity, and encourages us to see the world with fresh eyes. Curiosity transforms ordinary experiences into opportunities for discovery, turning questions into journeys and observations into insights. When we approach life with curiosity, even the most mundane moments can become gateways to understanding, connection, and wonder. At its core, curiosity is about asking why and what if. It is a willingness to challenge assumptions, to explore the unknown, and to engage with the world beyond immediate needs or expectations. This mindset encourages learning not for the sake of grades or outcomes, but for the richness of the experience itself. Curiosity fosters openness to ideas, people, and experiences, and it strengthens the capacity for empathy by allowing us to explore perspectives different from our own. Curiosity shapes the way we learn. When we are genuinely curious, our attention sharpens and our memory deepens. A curious mind seeks connections between ideas, notices details, and questions patterns. This cognitive engagement transforms passive observation into active exploration, turning ordinary life into a continuous classroom. It encourages experimentation, trial and error, and reflection, all of which are fundamental to growth, innovation, and problem-solving. The power of curiosity is evident in the way we approach relationships. People who are curious about others listen more attentively, ask thoughtful questions, and seek to understand experiences different from their own. This openness fosters empathy and connection, strengthening bonds across cultures, backgrounds, and perspectives. Curiosity in conversation turns dialogue into discovery, revealing hidden stories, insights, and shared humanity. Curiosity is also the engine of creativity. It encourages us to look beyond conventional answers, explore alternative possibilities, and embrace uncertainty. Artists, writers, scientists, and innovators rely on curiosity to see potential where others see routine, to notice patterns where others see chaos, and to imagine solutions where others see problems. By cultivating curiosity, we expand the horizons of possibility in our own lives, allowing imagination and innovation to flourish. Everyday life offers countless opportunities to practice curiosity. A simple walk can become an exploration if we pay attention to sounds, colors, textures, and movements around us. Observing the way light shifts across a room, noticing the rhythm of a busy street, or exploring a new cafe or neighborhood becomes a micro-adventure. Curiosity transforms the familiar into a canvas for discovery, revealing beauty and complexity that might otherwise go unnoticed. Curiosity encourages resilience. When faced with challenges or setbacks, a curious mindset shifts focus from frustration to exploration. Instead of seeing obstacles as barriers, we begin to ask questions. What can I learn from this? How can I approach it differently? This approach nurtures adaptability, problem-solving, and a willingness to engage with uncertainty rather than avoid it. Curiosity turns difficulty into opportunity and fosters growth through engagement with the unknown. Technology and information make curiosity more accessible than ever. With endless sources of knowledge at our fingertips, we can explore topics that pique our interest, connect with people across the globe, and experiment with new skills. Yet, the key is not simply to consume information, but to approach it with an inquisitive mindset. True curiosity requires reflection, questioning, and synthesis, transforming raw knowledge into meaningful understanding. Curiosity strengthens personal growth. By exploring interests, experimenting with ideas, and venturing beyond comfort zones, we expand our capabilities, refine our perspectives, and develop a deeper understanding of ourselves. Curiosity invites us to challenge routines, reflect on assumptions, and seek experiences that promote learning and insight. The more we practice curiosity, the richer and more expansive our inner lives become. Curiosity fosters connection to the wider world. By observing, asking questions, and seeking to understand environments, cultures, and communities beyond our immediate experience, we cultivate awareness and appreciation for diversity. Curiosity encourages travel, reading, conversation, and cultural exploration, expanding our horizons both literally and metaphorically. The power of curiosity lies in its ability to bridge gaps between people, ideas, and experiences. It is important to nurture curiosity intentionally. In a world filled with distractions and obligations, it is easy for curiosity to wane. Setting aside time for exploration, reflection, and playful questioning keeps curiosity alive. Engaging in hobbies, experimenting with new skills, and seeking novel experiences are ways to cultivate this mindset. Curiosity is a skill as much as an inclination. It grows stronger the more we exercise it. Curiosity also shapes emotional intelligence. By remaining open to experiences and perspectives, we become more aware of our own emotions and the feelings of others. This awareness enhances empathy, communication, and understanding. A curious mind notices nuance in interactions, explores motivations, and seeks depth rather than surface-level assumptions. Through curiosity, emotional intelligence becomes both practice and outcome. Childhood is a natural period of intense curiosity. Children ask countless questions, explore endlessly, and experiment without fear of failure. As adults, we often lose this openness due to routine, expectations, and self-judgment. Reclaiming a childlike curiosity involves embracing wonder, asking questions without needing immediate answers, and allowing exploration without pressure. This mindset reconnects us with the joy of learning and the thrill of discovery. Curiosity can transform work into exploration. Approaching professional tasks with inquisitiveness encourages problem-solving, innovation, and engagement. Questioning existing processes, seeking new methods, and exploring connections beyond immediate tasks create opportunities for growth and creativity. Work becomes less about obligation and more about discovery when curiosity guides our attention and effort. The benefits of curiosity extend to mental health. Engaging actively with ideas, people, and experiences fosters a sense of purpose, engagement, and fulfillment. Curiosity reduces monotony, combats boredom, and encourages active participation in life. When we cultivate curiosity, we create a mental space for wonder, exploration, and connection, which in turn nurtures resilience and well-being. Curiosity encourages lifelong learning. Knowledge is not limited to formal education. It is a continuous process fueled by the questions we ask, the experiences we seek, and the insights we gather. The curious individual remains open to discovery throughout life, finding opportunity for growth in every encounter, observation, or reflection. Curiosity ensures that learning never truly ends. Even mistakes and failures are fertile ground for curiosity. When things go wrong, a curious mindset asks, "What can I learn from this? How might this inform future choices?" Viewing errors as opportunities for exploration transforms fear and regret into insight and growth. Curiosity allows us to embrace uncertainty, approach challenges creatively, and extract meaning from experiences that might otherwise feel negative. Travel and exploration exemplify curiosity in action. Even brief journeys, walking in a new neighborhood, visiting a local museum, or trying a new cuisine, stimulate the mind and expand perspective. Observing unfamiliar environments, asking questions about history or culture, and engaging with new experiences deepens understanding and fosters connection. Curiosity transforms travel from mere movement into immersive learning and discovery. Curiosity encourages creativity in daily routines. Approaching familiar tasks with imagination, questioning assumptions, and experimenting with alternative methods keeps life dynamic and engaging. Cooking a familiar meal differently, rearranging furniture, or writing in a new style transforms ordinary moments into opportunities for innovation and enjoyment. Creativity, fueled by curiosity, makes life more vibrant and expansive. Curiosity opens doors to new perspectives, encouraging us to see familiar situations in unexpected ways. By asking questions and challenging assumptions, we begin to notice nuances and possibilities that were previously invisible. A curious approach transforms daily experiences, turning routines into opportunities for insight and reflection, and ordinary encounters into moments of discovery. Even small observations can spark curiosity. Noticing the way light reflects off a surface, the pattern of footsteps in a park, or the tone of someone's voice can lead to questions, ideas, or reflections. These micro-observations create a chain of inquiry that deepens understanding and engagement with the world around us. Curiosity allows us to see the extraordinary in the ordinary. Curiosity drives learning not only about the external world, but also about ourselves. When we ask questions about our habits, reactions, and choices, we gain insight into personal motivations and tendencies. Reflecting on our own behavior with curiosity encourages growth, adaptability, and self-awareness. The act of questioning ourselves fosters a mindset that values continuous improvement and personal exploration. Social interactions are richer when guided by curiosity. Asking genuine questions about another person's experiences, opinions, or feelings creates opportunities for connection and understanding. Listening actively and with interest encourages deeper dialogue, revealing insights that might otherwise be missed. Curiosity strengthens empathy and promotes meaningful relationships by valuing the perspectives of others. Curiosity encourages risk-taking in thought and action. When we approach life with a mindset of exploration, we are more willing to experiment, try new activities, or engage with unfamiliar ideas. This openness allows for innovation, creativity, and learning, transforming uncertainty into possibility and expanding the boundaries of what we perceive as achievable. Even in moments of difficulty, curiosity can provide guidance. Asking, "What can I learn from this?" or "How might this challenge help me grow?" shifts perspective from frustration to exploration. Curiosity transforms obstacles into opportunities for insight, fostering resilience and encouraging a proactive approach to problem solving. Curiosity fuels imagination. By asking what-if questions, we create space for creative thinking, new ideas, and unconventional solutions. Imagination thrives on curiosity, allowing us to envision possibilities beyond immediate constraints. Everyday life becomes a playground for creativity when we approach it with an inquisitive mindset. Cultural curiosity deepens our understanding of the world. Learning about traditions, languages, and customs different from our own expands empathy and broadens perspective. Curiosity encourages respectful exploration of other cultures, fostering appreciation, connection, and insight into diverse ways of living. Curiosity strengthens observation skills. By paying attention to details, patterns, and behaviors, we develop a keener awareness of our surroundings. Observing attentively allows us to notice subtleties, anticipate outcomes, and recognize opportunities for exploration. Everyday experiences become richer when approached with intentional attention and inquiry. Curiosity nurtures lifelong learning. It sustains motivation to explore, understand, and engage with ideas and experiences throughout life. By remaining curious, we continue to grow intellectually, emotionally, and socially, transforming each phase of life into a journey of discovery and engagement. Reading and curiosity are intertwined. Books, articles, and other forms of literature stimulate the mind, introduce new perspectives, and spark questions. Engaging with written material critically and inquisitively deepens understanding, expands knowledge, and encourages reflection, reinforcing the habit of curiosity as an ongoing practice. Curiosity enhances problem solving. By exploring multiple angles, questioning assumptions, and experimenting with alternatives, we generate creative solutions. Curiosity allows for flexibility in thinking, turning challenges into opportunities for discovery and innovation. Traveling, even locally, amplifies curiosity. Observing new environments, asking questions about history or culture, and engaging with unfamiliar experiences expand understanding. Each journey becomes not only a movement through space, but also a journey through ideas, perspectives, and sensory experiences. Curiosity encourages patience and presence. In order to truly explore and understand, we must slow down, observe, and reflect. Patience allows questions to emerge organically and insights to unfold naturally, deepening engagement with the world around us. Curiosity transforms mistakes into learning opportunities. Instead of avoiding failure, a curious mindset examines errors to understand causes, consequences, and alternative approaches. This approach reduces fear of failure and cultivates a mindset of growth and exploration. Technology offers tools to support curiosity. Online resources, communities, and multimedia content provide avenues to explore interests, ask questions, and learn about diverse topics. Digital tools, when used thoughtfully, expand the horizons of curiosity, connecting individuals with knowledge and experiences across the globe. Curiosity is contagious. Engaging with others who demonstrate inquisitiveness encourages collaborative exploration, shared learning, and collective insight. Communities built around curiosity foster creativity, innovation, and deeper engagement with ideas and experiences. Nature inspires curiosity. Observing plants, animals, weather patterns, and natural phenomena invites questions and reflection. Exploration of the natural world deepens understanding of ecosystems, biology, and environmental connections, enhancing both knowledge and appreciation for the planet. Curiosity enhances emotional intelligence. By questioning and exploring feelings, both our own and others, we develop empathy, self-awareness, and relational skills. Inquisitive reflection allows for nuanced understanding of emotional dynamics and more effective interpersonal engagement. Curiosity encourages experimentation in daily life. Trying new routines, activities, or approaches fosters adaptability, creativity, and engagement. Even small experiments, a different route to work, a new recipe, or a novel hobby, introduce novelty and provide insight into possibilities we might not have considered. Curiosity bridges gaps between people. By asking questions, listening actively, and seeking to understand perspectives different from our own, we foster communication and connection. Curiosity strengthens relationships and encourages collaborative exploration, transforming social encounters into opportunities for insight and empathy. Learning through curiosity is active rather than passive. Seeking answers, testing hypotheses, and reflecting on observations engages the mind and encourages deeper understanding. This active engagement transforms learning into an adventure, making knowledge both meaningful and memorable. Curiosity nurtures adaptability. By questioning routines, exploring alternatives, and embracing uncertainty, we become more flexible in thought and action. This adaptability enables us to navigate change effectively and to find opportunity within unexpected circumstances. New experiences promote mindfulness. Engaging attentively with experiences, noticing details, and exploring context enhances presence and awareness. Mindful curiosity turns ordinary moments into opportunities for reflection, learning, and engagement, deepening appreciation for the richness of life. Exploration of ideas strengthens critical thinking. Questioning assumptions, evaluating evidence, and considering alternatives fosters intellectual rigor. Curiosity enhances discernment, allowing us to navigate complexity and make informed, thoughtful decisions. Curiosity enhances motivation. Seeking answers, understanding, and novelty stimulates engagement, persistence, and enthusiasm. When we are curious, learning and exploration become intrinsically rewarding, sustaining energy and focus over time. Seeing new things and people supports self-discovery. By exploring interests, questioning choices, and reflecting on experiences, we gain insight into personal values, strengths, and passions. This process deepens understanding of oneself and guides intentional decision-making in life. Exploration begins in the mind, often sparked by a single question that opens the door to multiple possibilities. That simple spark can lead to hours of reflection, research, or experimentation, gradually expanding understanding in ways that feel both exciting and meaningful. Even seemingly trivial inquiries can evolve into profound insights when pursued thoughtfully. Moments of surprise often invite deeper inquiry. When events unfold differently than expected or when we encounter something unfamiliar, the mind naturally seeks explanation. This process of questioning what we see and experience creates an active engagement with the world, turning ordinary circumstances into opportunities for learning. Observing patterns in everyday life can reveal hidden connections. From the rhythm of a city street to the sequence of gestures in a conversation, attention to recurring structures encourages reflection. These insights deepen our understanding of cause and effect, relationships, and underlying principles, enriching our perception of both people and environments. Asking questions in conversation strengthens relationships. People respond positively when genuine interest is shown, and the act of listening carefully often leads to unexpected stories, perspectives, or advice. Dialogue becomes an adventure when approached with openness, turning ordinary interactions into shared journeys of discovery. New experiences often stimulate thought in ways routine cannot. Trying a new hobby, visiting an unfamiliar neighborhood, or experimenting with a different approach to a task encourages flexibility and adaptation. These experiences expand awareness and cultivate a mindset that values exploration over repetition. The arts provide endless opportunities for inquiry. Reading a novel, watching a film, or observing a painting invites interpretation and reflection. Each creative work contains layers of meaning, symbolism, and intention, which can be unpacked through thoughtful engagement, enhancing both appreciation and understanding. Science demonstrates the transformative power of asking questions. Every experiment begins with curiosity, an observation that leads to hypothesis, testing, and discovery. This cycle illustrates how inquiry, combined with persistence, can uncover truths about the world that were previously hidden or misunderstood. Engaging with different cultures broadens perspective. Learning about traditions, languages, or customs other than our own challenges assumptions and opens the mind. Travel, reading, and conversation allow us to see the richness of human experience, fostering empathy and global awareness. Failure often sparks more meaningful inquiry than success. When outcomes fall short of expectations, the questions that emerge, why it happened, what could have been done differently, what new strategies might work, drive reflection and adaptation. Mistakes become valuable opportunities to learn rather than sources of frustration. Observation of the natural world invites both wonder and investigation. Watching the growth of a plant, the behavior of animals, or the movement of clouds encourages questions about processes, patterns, and interactions. Nature is a classroom that offers endless lessons for those willing to look closely and think deeply. Experimenting with daily routines can reveal new insights. Changing the order of tasks, trying alternative methods, or introducing small variations encourages flexibility and attentiveness. These small acts of inquiry transform habit into discovery and routine into adventure. Listening deeply is a form of active exploration. Paying attention not just to words, but to tone, expression, and context provides richer understanding of the people and situations around us. Communication becomes more meaningful when approached with an inquisitive and attentive mindset. Journaling thoughts, observations, and reflections creates a record of inquiry that can be revisited for insight. Writing encourages organization of ideas, deeper analysis, and connection of seemingly unrelated concepts. Over time, this practice cultivates a habit of reflection and continuous learning. Imagination thrives when combined with inquisitiveness. Asking what if or how might questions allows for mental exploration beyond current circumstances. Creativity emerges as possibilities are considered, tested, and refined, transforming abstract ideas into tangible action or understanding. Technological tools expand opportunities for exploration. Access to vast stores of information, virtual communities, and interactive platforms enables inquiry on topics ranging from science to philosophy. However, meaningful engagement requires deliberate questioning and critical thinking rather than passive consumption. Listening to stories, whether personal or fictional, sparks inquiry and empathy. Understanding characters' motives, decisions, and circumstances encourages reflection on broader human experiences. These narratives provide a space to explore emotions, ethical dilemmas, and cultural contexts. Challenges in problem-solving stimulate active exploration. When solutions are not immediately clear, the mind experiments, tests, and iterates. This iterative process not only resolves the immediate issue, but also develops resilience, adaptability, and confidence in handling uncertainty. Physical exploration of environments can lead to unexpected insights. A walk through an unfamiliar park, observing street art, or noticing architectural details encourages attentiveness and wonder. Movement in space often stimulates the mind, producing questions and observations that would not arise in static settings. Engaging with children or curious minds of any age can reignite the habit of inquiry. Their natural inclination to ask questions, explore, and experiment demonstrates the power of an unfiltered, inquisitive approach. Observing their methods encourages adults to reclaim a similar mindset of openness and wonder. Food provides a sensory gateway to curiosity. Experimenting with flavors, textures, and cooking techniques stimulates exploration. Trying ingredients from different cultures or preparing familiar dishes in new ways introduces novelty, encourages observation, and fosters reflection on tradition, taste, and creativity. Music invites exploration beyond listening. Analyzing rhythm, instrumentation, lyrics, or composition uncovers layers of meaning and technique. Engaging with music critically or creatively enhances perception, deepens appreciation, and encourages experimentation in other areas of life. Engaging with history fosters reflective inquiry. Understanding events, cultural shifts, and human decisions encourages questioning of context, causality, and perspective. Historical study cultivates a nuanced understanding of the present and inspires deeper curiosity about patterns in human behavior. Mathematics and logic provide structured avenues for questioning. Exploring patterns, relationships, and abstract principles develops critical thinking. Problem-solving encourages persistence, experimentation, and the search for underlying truths, all of which enhance analytical skills. Writing creatively encourages exploration of ideas and perspectives. Inventing characters, narratives, or worlds involves asking questions about motivation, context, and consequence. This process nurtures imagination while cultivating the discipline of structured inquiry. Reflecting on daily experiences reveals lessons and connections that might otherwise go unnoticed. Considering why events unfolded as they did, how interactions influenced outcomes, or what emotions were evoked fosters insight. Reflection turns routine life into a continuous practice of learning and discovery. Physical hobbies, from gardening to sports, offer opportunities for experimentation and observation. Noticing how plants respond to care, how techniques improve performance, or how patterns emerge in gameplay engages both mind and body in active inquiry. Friendships are strengthened through shared exploration. Discussing ideas, posing questions, and reflecting collectively creates mutual learning. Interaction with thoughtful, inquisitive companions expands understanding and deepens connection. Even boredom can trigger productive inquiry. When routines feel monotonous, the mind often seeks stimulation, generating questions, ideas, or creative solutions. Recognizing and harnessing these impulses transforms idle moments into opportunities for insight and exploration. Personal reflection, meditation, or mindfulness practices enhance the depth of questioning. Observing thoughts and feelings without judgment encourages understanding of internal processes. This self-inquiry fosters clarity, emotional awareness, and informed decision-making. Everyday objects and phenomena hold hidden stories. From the design of a chair to the pattern of clouds, attentiveness reveals complexity, history, and interconnectedness. Engaging with these details transforms perception and invites ongoing inquiry. Finally, curiosity is a bridge between the known and the unknown. It allows us to step beyond comfort zones, explore new ideas, and engage deeply with the world around us. Curiosity fosters growth, connection, and insight, transforming life into a continuous journey of discovery. By nurturing curiosity, we cultivate a mindset that celebrates questions, values exploration, and embraces the endless possibilities embedded in every moment.